We're going to be making an interactive card that you pull this off to reveal an ornament. But then the card itself looks super cool because of the designer series paper underneath. Hello, everybody. Welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca. I'm so glad that you're here making this fun Christmas card for the holidays. These little ornaments that pop out of the card, I think they're so precious. They can be hung on a Christmas tree. They can be hung on somebody's rear view mirror, at their desk. You can write a little note on the back just to encourage somebody all holiday season long, and make it a little keepsake too. You could even use the die to cut out a photo to put on the back. That would be awesome. I didn't have one to do that, but I thought what a fun idea that would be. I love that these cards are interactive. I mean, I think kids would love to tear out the ornament, or I mean, any of your coworkers or friends. I don't know, it's just so unique. These cards are easy to make. I've got lots of tips to share with you to make it the easy way. If you're new to my channel, welcome. For every video, I've got a corresponding blog post that's linked in the description of this video. You just click the link, it'll take you over to my website. And over there, you'll get to see additional photos just to give you ideas. I have the full supply list there also, and you can purchase supplies right from there too. So let's get started. The magic of this card is from the Hang an Ornament bundle, where you've got this die that cuts out the ornament, but not quite, because it's got these little indentions that keep it attached to the paper so that it's all attached, but then the recipient can pull it off to have a keepsake. So you've got two different ornaments to pick from, two different inserts to put in here. But then the die set has all different things that we're actually not going to use in this card, but you could cut out a little hanger, cut out the little ornament top. So many fun things. We are using this arrow. That was just way too cute. I had to put that in my card. So to start, we're going to do some die cutting. You're going to take the square that your ornament is going to be on, and you're going to orient your ornament so it's at an angle. And I'll show you why when we go to stamp. And then you're going to take another little piece of scrap and choose one of these strips that come in the die set to cut out. So now I'm going to take the ornament stamp and line it up on my cutout ornament. I got to get my head right over here, so excuse me for a minute. There, once it's lined up, go ahead and press it down. And it just decorates that ornament so perfectly. Now I'm going to take All is Merry, and I'm going to put that right in the center like this. And then on this cutout strip, I'm going to use the other words in this set, which is Just for You. So now grab your card base and go ahead and fold that and burnish it with your bone folder. And I guess I should have said, you want to start by picking your designer series paper. I'm using the Take a Bow designer series paper that has just these really festive colors and designs. This is what is going to peek through underneath your ornament once you peel it away. So you're going to start by picking your paper, because then you'll know exactly what color cardstocks that you're going to need to decorate it. And we're just going to take these two squares and we're going to glue them on the card. But before you glue it on, you may want to take some of your die pieces and cut them out. You may want to put some holly on your card. I've got a card to show you that uses that, but I'm going to take this arrow. So instead of messing up another piece of cardstock, I'm going to cut it right out of this layer, because anything that's cut out of the middle here is going to be covered up. So we're saving paper. So let me run this through the machine. All right, so put this little arrow in a safe place. I can't tell you how many of these I've cut out making this project, and I keep losing them. So I'm gonna put it right over there. And so now we can layer these on top of each other. Go ahead and glue them on your card. Then I'm gonna take my bone folder. I'm actually gonna open my card, and I'm gonna press along the inside here, which is just going to flatten this out. You can see what a much better seal that has now. No, you can't, because it was all out of focus. So now what we want to do is add this little piece to the inside. so that when they pull away the ornament, there's a message underneath. But I've got a tip for you for placing this correctly, because wouldn't it be awful if this was just like a little off center or something and then they pull it open? Now the card, after you pull the ornament off, was gonna look really messed up. So here's a tip. Remember at the beginning of the video, I cut this out to show you how this gets removed. Go ahead and do this. This will be your stencil, and you can just keep it with your die set, so you always have it. This is going to go directly on the front here, but don't cut it out. Now you're going to be able to put some glue on this sentiment here. You're going to be able to place it right where you want it, and then pull your stencil out of the way. It just uses it as a guide. So now I can be sure that when I line this up, you're gonna make sure these are the same size. And I've got the measurements for you. So now when you put this on here, when you tear this away, it's gonna be perfectly placed. Now for the measurements for all these layers, they are over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. There's a blog post that I've linked in the description of this video to take you over there to get all the measurements. If you like these print and make project sheets, which make it so handy because you can print them out and have all the measurements right here while you're creating. These go out to my email subscribers. It goes out the day after the video. And you can, if you aren't part of my email list, it'll be available for free in my welcome email for the first week. After that, it goes to my tutorial store. One tip, I like to put my project sheets in a page protector, because it I don't know about you, but like it is a disaster zone when I am creating. And so having something that doesn't feel like paper makes me not throw it away. So when it just makes it for easy cleanup, and then you can put it right in your binder because it's got the little 3-hole punch on there. Okay, before we finish up the front of this card, let's do a little more stamping. We got a stamp on the inside, and I also forgot one little stamp. It comes with this tiny little hanger, which I think is so, so cute. So we're actually going to stamp that right here. I don't know, it just looks so cute. And then when you tear the ornament away, it'll still have a little ornament hanger on that. Now take your little arrow, and there's this tiny little pull that fits right on this arrow, or you can stamp it on here if you want instead, or both. Look, isn't that so cute? It's just so tiny. So let's set those aside. Now I want to stamp a greeting on the inside of the card. This stamp set is fairly limiting just with the sayings. I mean, you could do all is merry again, but I am going to pair it with the greetings of the season. There are so many different words that you can pick out of here. I really love the block letters with the script. It looks so great. So you can, for the inside of your card, you just go through your stamp sets and see maybe something else to put on the inside. I'm going to choose this one. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Now this is a fairly big stamp, so I'm going to take my ink pad to my stamp, and I just kind of pounce it up and down, and then I look to make sure there's ink everywhere, and then I'm going to stamp it right here in the center. I like to stamp on the Stampin' Pierce mat. It just gives it a little, it's like this foam. It gives it a little bit of cush. It gets such a good impression. Now in this hanging ornament, they've got some cute little foliage. So we're going to just put a couple things here. Let's just do a couple pieces of holly like that. And where's my red? I'm using the same color of inks that I did for my cardstock, so everything is gonna match. And now what we're gonna do is just take this same thing that we just invented, like we don't have to think of new things, for the envelope, and we're just gonna put it right here on the back. Just takes just a second to decorate the envelope, but it just makes it stand out from all the other bills and junk that we get in the mail. There, and now it's gonna match perfectly and look fantastic. Actually, I think I'm going to grab this Season's Greetings right here and put this on the envelope. I think that'll look really great. Oh yeah, that looks even better. Okay, so now glue this inside stamped layer to this layer. Then we'll put that on the inside of the card. All these measurements are on my website or on that project sheet. Put that on the inside. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do, I mean, you could glue this right on here, but I kind of want to put some twine on this ornament so when they peel it out, they have something to hang with it. So you can see the die automatically pokes that hole. Now you may have to poke it out with your take your pick tool or a toothpick. Then grab about 7 inches of thread here. This is the real red and white baker's twine, and you're just going to thread it through that hole. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push the rest of this to the back. So make sure it's all, both ends are on the back. And then you're going to just level these ends up and then hold them together and then just tie a knot. There, like that. Now wow, I did such a good job. So if these were uneven, you could go ahead and snip those so that they're the same length. Now we're going to tie another bow right for the front here. Just tie a tiny little bow. Because this ornament is so small, I think a tiny bow works best. So kind of just pull those ends until you've got the nice shape of your bow. There we go. And snip that off. I like to use a mini glue dot. They come like this and it's like a big circle, but that's going to be too big to fit under our tiny bow. So take your pick tool and just roll it till it's in like a glob like that. And then put it right where you want your bow. Now take the knot of your bow and press it in to that glue dot, and you get perfect placement. So now we'll just trim these up a little bit, maybe more. I never know how long to keep these. What do you guys think? I don't know. Okay, that's probably pretty good. And now what we're gonna do is turn this over, and we're gonna put all the thread on the inside here behind the ornament, because we're gonna put glue all around the rest. So we're going to put glue in a square. Don't put it over the ornament because they want to be able to pull that puppy off of there, right? So now we're going to hold the thread in the center and then just line it up on your card like this. Whoops. Just center it directly on there. And you can see how it's puffing up, but that's because of the twine underneath there. So now you're just going to go rub your finger along the square there until it is secure. Now grab that little tiny pull arrow and put a little glue on it. And I'm just going to put it like that. That way they know this is not a normal card. This is something a little bit special. Look how great that looks with the envelope. So now when the recipient gets it out of the envelope, they'll see this little pull. We could even stamp a little pull right there. And so now what they do is won't kids just absolutely go crazy for this? Take the ornament and just pull it off here, there, and there. And then it's got that right underneath. That did not line up. My trick did not work. It worked on all my other cards. Well, that was supposed to be foolproof. So that's what happens when I get on camera. Anyway, look at this cute ornament that they're going to be able to hang up. And the card looks great even with the ornament taken off. And here's the inside. Okay, let me show you some of the others that I made. All the same supplies. So this one, I didn't put any message underneath because I just wanted to see that pretty paper. So this one, I cut out the holly and the berries, and then here is underneath. Oh, I reattached this one to take a picture of it. So doesn't that look so cool? I think that turned out so cool with the stripes. Then this one is just like this one. I wanted you to see what I did with the envelope there. And then for this one, instead of using just a plain colored cardstock, I used the Designer Series paper for that one and added the holly on the front. Oh, and then this is just an example of what it looks like to decorate your envelope with Designer Series paper. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me more than you know. If you're new to my channel, you can hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified. I put out a new video every Thursday and would love to see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.